Hi everyone, this is Joseph with another Site 25 tutorial video. In this one, we'll be going over how to create a survey using Google Forms. So what you see here in front of you is the Google Forms homepage. As you can see on the top, there are a bunch of different templates you can choose from. However, for the purpose of this video, we're just going to create a blank one. From here, you can just title the survey whatever you want. In this case, we're just going to title this example survey. Below it, you should see something that says form description. This is where you put the instructions to your survey. In this case, I'm just going to copy something off of an actual survey. Something important that you need to add at the end of the instructions is a statement saying that the responses collected from the survey will be kept confidential, as you can see at the end of the instructions, which I have highlighted here. Okay, so now we're going to move on to our first question. And as you can see, all questions default to multiple choice, which is actually what we're going to start off with. So looking at the question box, this area right here is where you'll put your question. So I'm just going to make something up, or at least get it off of another survey. So below the question are these little things where you would put the responses to your questions. In this case, I'm just going to do what I see here on the survey I'm looking at. So multiple choice is pretty self-explanatory if you've ever taken a multiple choice exam before, which I'm pretty sure you all have. The same rule applies here, pretty much. Participants are only allowed to make one response to the question, or at least choose one response amongst all the other responses that they see. So to add another question, all you simply need to do is, in this rightmost tab you see here, click on this little plus within a circle. It should say add question. Once you click on it, another question should appear below. The next type of question we'll be taking a look at is the linear scale. In order to find that, you just have to click this little drop box here, and it should be this one right here, linear scale. So with linear scale, this allows participants to select a number in a range from 0 or 1 all the way up to 10, with 0 or 1 representing something like never, not often, to the last number, in this case 5, representing something like often or always. So for an example of a linear scale, I'm just going to pull off a question off of the survey I'm looking at. And instead of from 1 to 5, I'm going to change it from 0 to 4, with 0 representing never and 4 representing very often. So the next question type we're going to be focusing on is that of Dropdown, which is this one right here. So Dropdown allows you to organize your responses in that of a drop-down menu in which participants will just select their response. So as before, I'm going to go ahead and take a question out of this survey to show you what it looks like. I'm going to go ahead and put the responses too. Okay, so the last type of question we're going to be looking at is checkboxes, which is this one right here. With checkboxes, this allows for participants to choose more than one answer or more than one response to the question. So I'm just going to go ahead and make something up just to show you guys what it looks like. Alright, so that concludes all of the question types. We have multiple choice, linear scale, drop down, and checkbox. However, there is one last thing you will need before you finish your survey, and that is the debrief statement. This allows you to thank your participants as well as state your hypotheses and predictions of the study. So instead of dedicating a separate page for the debrief statement, we're going to go ahead and add it to the last page participants will see. So for that, we're going to go ahead and go up to this little gear right here, which should say settings. Go ahead and click on that. Once that opens up, we're going to go ahead and click this little tab that says presentation. Below that, you should see a section called confirmation message. This is where you'll be putting your debrief statement. So you want to first thank participants for participating in the survey. So say something along the lines of, thank you for participating in our survey. We understand that you may be busy and greatly appreciate your time. You also want to state your hypothesis and predictions, as well as reveal if any deception was used throughout the survey, in which you would state the true purpose of the study. So we're going to go ahead and click save, so that way it saves our confirmation message. So one of the last things I want to show you before I finish is the preview. So in order to find that, we're going to click this little eye icon right here at the top of the page. It should say preview, so go ahead and click on that. Once you do, another page should open, which should show your survey as if you were a participant filling it out. Just go ahead and check on it, make sure it looks presentable. So that concludes this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.